Striker!
Oh, alright, let's talk about Blue Lock Rivals. Blue Lock Rivals. What is it? Blue Lock Rivals is a Roblox game based on the anime Blue Lock. Crazy. Where soccer is taken way too seriously for a sport played by kids with a bunch of loving families. In that sense, it's pretty accurate. Just like the anime, players in this game act like ego-obsessed maniacs who refuse to pass the ball. It's like they believe they're the main character of their own sports anime or that they're egoist. Go ego get a job at that point, come on. So what's the gameplay loop? Well, the gameplay loop is simple. You play soccer with 5 positions, but only 2 seem to matter in this game, center and goalkeeper. Why? Because just like in Blue Lock, players are massive egoists. They think they're so good that they don't need a team. They never pass the ball, so even when they're in a terrible position, they'll never pass it. That means center will have the ball 90% of the matches you're in, or 90% of the play time, unless you find a rare player that actually knows how to pass the ball in a bad position. There are 2 main mechanics, steal and dribble. Steal lets you slide tackle to get the ball, while dribbling lets you dodge a steal attempt, which breaks your opponent's ankles in a nice animation, I guess. Every player has their own style with 2 special moves. They are flashy and dramatic, just like in the anime. Then there's flow, which supposedly gives you a stat boost, but honestly, the only thing I noticed was a stinky aura. The boost is either so small or unnoticeable that it's completely useless. So the only thing it reminds me of is, man, I need to go outside. And well, since there's no referee, this game can get pretty bad at times with people slide tackling all over the place with no consequences. I wonder why refs exist in real soccer. Section 2, pay to win. By definition, yes. Blue Lock Rivals is pay to win. You can pay for lucky spins to get different styles, and some styles are just better than others, making worse players look good without ever actually improving. For example, the Shindo style makes scoring goals way too easy. And then you have something like the red style, which you have to aim like across the screen to do the same thing, and it's probably easier to catch too. The only way to get these styles is through spins. This game's gotcha/RNG system like every other game on this platform at this point, and the chances are, well, brutal. Mythics only have a 5% chance, mind you, this is the highest you can get, with lucky spins, and a miserable 0.5 chance with regular spins. You get enough currency for 1 regular spin after about 2 matches, which is not great. And the monetization, it's wildly over-monetized for just being a soccer game. They sell emotes, goal effects, player cards, goal sounds, toxic emotes, VIP, awakening outfits, ankle breakers sound effects, spin skips. You name it, they probably sell it at this point. While the prices aren't the worst I've seen on the Roblox platform, Blox Fruit's untitled boxing game, the sheer amount of RNG-based drops and Robux options feel pretty predatory. Because, yeah, if you could only earn a lot of these things with only cash, that would be fine, but you can pretty much buy all these things with Robux as well, so it's like, oh, that's a little predatory for a kid's game. It's clearly designed to milk kids for as much money as possible, but hey, I hope if they're smart enough, they won't fall for it. Right? Why am I even saying that? I know they're gonna fall for it. Is it fun? I can see why someone would have fun with Blue Lock Rivals, but me personally, I just didn't really have any moments where I thought I was having fun. It's not like the game is bad, it's just that I kept waiting for the fun to start and it just never happened. Most of my time was spent watching a ball hog refuse to pass or playing goalkeeper, which is boring unless your team is terrible, and even then the goalie hitboxes are so, well, what's the word, inconsistent, that it feels like you either catch the ball effortlessly or have no chance of catching it at all. And while ankle breaking people was fun, the lack of fouls or a referee means that the matches often feel very unfair, or one-sided, or just plain frustrating. In real soccer, most of these slide tackles for stealing would just be fouls straight up. Adding fouls would make people think before spamming steals or trying to solo the whole game by themselves. While the animations are nice and the game is decently polished, I've seen better. The gameplay itself just felt too simple to be fun. Yes, I know there's the headbutting mechanic and the kicking the ball forward so they can't steal it stuff. Yeah, but it's just like using the simple mechanics to just like make it harder, I guess. It's nothing terribly complex. As I said, the game isn't terrible, but it's one of those cases where playing actual soccer or even a more polished soccer game would just be more enjoyable. I would give it a 6 out of 10 for a game on the Roblox platform, which is slightly above average. Now, would I recommend this game to a soccer fan? No. But to a Blue Lock fan? Maybe. Even then, it's a hard sell. How, well, they might not even be able to play their favorite character because of how bad the spins are. I'll give this thing one thing though. This game really nails the egoist vibe from the anime. That's also one of its biggest flaws when it comes to its gameplay. As I said, no one passes. So I'll stop it right there. Like and subscribe, Zeals. That's peace.
It's Chaserzo, mother trucker. It's Chaserzo, snitch.
Let's get some Robux tonight.